Hopefully, please just pay attention. So if you recall, when Pastor Ken started, one of the things he mentioned, apart from coming out with good grades, which is what I believe in, and I actually live by that, another thing you have to do is to cultivate strategic relationship. And so I'm just going to talk on that. So this topic is basically about that. Professional networking and also about internships, especially for both undergraduate and young graduates. So what does it mean when we talk about professional networking? What do we mean? Basically, every human being, as you agree with me, we are designed to network. No human being is designed to be in isolation. That's why one of the punishments you can give to any man is to isolate the person, maybe in prison, to remove the person from having interaction with others. So networking is a fundamental part of the human experience. There are different types of networking or relationships, but we're going to focus on professional networking. If you look at the screen, I have a definition. It basically means, the process of establishing and nurturing mutually beneficial relationships with others in or connected to your field, rather. So there are key words in this definition that I want to really emphasize. If you notice, I broadened mutually beneficial, because the bedrock of networking is not a one-way traffic. Networking is a relationship you build that is mutually beneficial. That means there is something you're gaining from the person, and there's also something the person is gaining from you. And Pastor Ken mentioned something like that. That's one of the issues with maybe people that are coming from a not so advantaged background, is they think they don't have anything to offer. And so they don't usually put themselves out there. But I can tell you, I was in that category from not a very advantaged background. I went to school. I didn't have the luxury of affording a lot of things then, but there are some things I have. What I call social capital. I mean, the easiest you can do is to even be courteous to people. Just be nice to people. Because human beings, apart from physical needs, financial needs, they have psychological needs. So in this world where people are very maybe mean, people are very selfish, even if you don't have money, even if you don't have connections to give to people, if you can meet that psychological need by being courteous, by being genuinely interested in people's need, you discover that you are providing a lot to that relationship. So it's mutually beneficial in the sense that you don't only look forward to what you get, you also look forward to how can I be of help. And I just gave an example of how you can be of help. You may not be giving anything, but just being courteous, just being somebody that is showing selflessness to another person, you can really buy their heart. Effective networking is about building genuine, long-term relationships. Long-term. So what I see a lot of people do when it comes to networking, maybe they go to an event, they just want to collect cards. Sometimes I don't know if you've experienced it, but I've experienced it. You walk up to somebody, you greet the person is just talking too much. There is no genuine connection. You just know that this person is just, trying to network, but those type of things don't produce the results. What really produces the results is genuine interest in people, not necessarily what I will get, but in this person. I know you are ahead of me in this career. I want to join you, but it doesn't mean that I would just not be interested in you. I'm just thinking about what I can get from you. That doesn't work. So think about it long term. And I will tell you, most of the networking opportunities I've enjoyed today. Sorry, can you hear me? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir, we can hear you.
Yeah, because I'm sharing my screen, so I'm not maybe seeing the meeting module. So most of the opportunities I've gotten, what I've noticed is most of those networking opportunities, they came from basic relationships, maybe from school. This guy doesn't have anything to offer you, but you guys were classmates. But over time, you've graduated. You could be surprised. Some of them are in the US Army. Some of them are in strategic positions. So if you didn't respect those small relationships then, it will be almost impossible to try to want to build something now. So you should have a long-term mentality when we talk about networking. Now, what's the benefits? I think I've alluded to it. The truth is, in life, almost nobody is a self-made. That's what people want to believe. But the truth is, you are not self-made. I think it was Isaac Newton that said, if I've seen further than others, it's because I'm standing on the shoulder of giants. So really, nobody is self-made. That means if you're going to make any impact in life, you're going to make anything, there are people that you need. People will help you. I think Pastor Ken mentioned 99% of things that will happen to you in this life is based on relationships. And there's a common saying that your net worth is your network. It's true. Whether you want to start a business, whether you want to have job opportunities, your network will directly impact you. Those relationships you have. Let me give you an example in school. Like I was telling you, I don't have money, but I have something that I give to people. Number one, I don't have money, but God has blessed me. So I was a very, will I say, intelligent. I understood my book very well. So as much as possible, I try to help people, to help them to study, teach them as much as I can. So a lot of people maybe perhaps liked me because of that. Guess what? There was a project we were doing in school. They asked people to go and select the team that they would build up. Me, I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't even know when that project started. But my names, people formed the group and put me in their group. I can tell you, I didn't do anything in that group. I was just there. They were happy to add me. But it turns out that I did not even do anything. The group, they went out, they did the research, they did the printing, banned everything, submitted. They were glad putting me in their group, even though I didn't do anything. And we got in that course because of that. So that's like one of the benefits of having that network. People will push you. Most of the things hello?
What time did you say it end?
Sorry.
What's not the need of it? Please,
Okay.
I want to go and bathe.
I think somebody is talking. Please, if you may want to mute so that you're not distracted.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, just showing you the benefits. So, I listed some of them: professional development and mentorship. Your mentor, your relationship, your network, they can give you ideas on how to develop professionally. In my place of work, I can tell you some of the success I've had is not necessarily because I do my best. But you see, no matter the best you do, when it's time to promote you, it's time to push you up, you will not be in the room where those arguments will be made for who should take this promotion, or who should be given this honor, or whatever. You will not be in that room. So the people that will be in that room, they will likely be those networks, those relationships you have built. And I know this for a fact. One of my mentors, I used to work under her before she left the company. She usually is in that room. So she will tell me how to put myself forward, how to do a presentation for a particular, maybe a particular item, what exactly to say. She's not necessarily, giving me the expo, but because she has been there, she knows what they'll be looking for. You see that I will just take what she has told me. And again, let me put it in quote. Not that I'm a lazy person. I do hard work. I work hard. I try to learn. But I'm just telling you that even with all those your hard work, you still need people that have been there that can tell you exactly what to do, and the results will be awesome. Another opportunity or benefits of networking is access to opportunities. I mean, we know these ones. Some of the jobs you're still, before they come out, some people have already filled some positions because they have this. Another benefit is increased visibility and personal branding, especially if you are involved. Like I said, it's not a one-way traffic. So let's say, for example, part of your networking events or part of your networking effort is that you joined a club, maybe a student science club or something. It will benefit you if you put yourself out there, if you volunteer for activities, if you're giving something to that club, to that community, not just joining a club and you're just sitting, but you're making contribution. It will increase your visibility and personal branding. I've had an opportunity. Somebody came to me, oh, there is this internship in Germany, do you want to go, this and that. At the time, I had something else I was doing. I wouldn't want to go. So I had to refer somebody else then in school. And who was the person I referred? Because I referred him because of what he was doing. He was visible. I knew that if this person goes there, he will maximize the opportunity. So, but there may be other people in that our group that may be doing something better, but I don't know. So when you join some networking platforms like clubs, societies, and the rest, please be visible. Don't just be bench warmer, okay? And then, of course, networking provides you with very important support systems. When you're going through stages in your life, you always have people you can reach out to, call, that can even direct you. So usually if you have good networks, you will likely not be confused because there will be people that have likely gone through what you want to do. So it will be easier for you. Now, I hear you. You've heard the importance of networking. Now you're asking yourself, where do I start from? So when people hear networking, usually they start thinking about the big things. Start thinking about big things. But I want to tell you that networking, you can start from where you are. That's the first step. Everybody, in fact, you'll be surprised that your network is as close to you than you would ever imagine. Start from where you are. If you belong to a church, there is already an ample opportunity for you to network in that church. In your family, there's already an ample opportunity. So start from where you are. Start from your inner circle. If you see somebody that is towing the line you're thinking of towing, maybe in your environment, in your neighborhood, in your church, in your school, if you've noticed somebody that is towing, walk up to the person and start talking about what you're interested in. You'll be shocked that that person will know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. I have this friend, his name is Nosa, then in school. Then if you ask, it's as if I knew everything, but I don't know everything. Just because I know Nosa. If you ask me anything, I'll go to him. If I ask him, he likely knows somebody that knows somebody. So I can tell you that your network is already close to you. Use if you're a graduate, your school alumni. I've gone to places, interviews. Sometimes when you say your school, if you're lucky enough, you have somebody on that seat that attended the same school with you, the atmosphere will change already because there's something you share with that person. So the person will be more, will tend to be more favorable towards you. So you already have this ample opportunity to network. So don't look down on them. The person may not be the kind of person you're looking for, but you may be surprised the person knows somebody that has what you need. So take advantage of your school, church, community, and everything. I think Angel mentioned something about community. It's the same thing. Another way you can build professional network is through engaging the industries. If you go to LinkedIn today, for instance, many times I see webinars, seminars. I see a lot of programs that different companies are organizing, especially when you go into the finance space. You see companies like KPMG, they usually have talk shows on maybe the tax reform or something. Those are very good opportunities to start building network. Attend those events. If it's physical, wow, attend. You'll be shocked how just attending those type of events, you're going to meet people you might not be able to if you didn't go. Another thing you can do is join professional organizations. I believe something happened when I was serving. During my service time, I ensured that as much as possible, I volunteer. There is this organization called Enactus on campuses. So when I was serving, I volunteered as their faculty advisor because I was a graduate. So I was kind of advising those that were still in school. So that organization, what they do is to look at societal challenges and try to come up with sustainable solutions. So if you join this type of organizations, you'll be shocked the places you'll get to. I saw some of those students. In fact, one of the ladies in the US, and partly because she was involved in Enactus. Because you go to competitions, you meet a lot of people, sometimes regional, sometimes beyond the country. You're competing with your colleagues from all over the world. So that's one other important way to, and I'll give us examples of some of these organizations. Another one, which is now, with the modern world, we have the online access, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a primary tool for professional networking. So if you really want to, if you're a career-minded person or whatever you're doing even today, please go to your LinkedIn profile, optimize it. I know that a lot of people are lying. And like I said, I think Pastor Ken mentioned having a moral foundation. You don't want to lie, you want to be authentic, okay? So go to your LinkedIn profile, optimize it, but be authentic because everybody started from somewhere. You don't need to say that you did things you didn't do, but be authentic. Personalize your request sometimes. When you're sending requests to people that you want to connect with, personalize your request. And just before I leave this slide, please, if you can note this down, I want to encourage everybody. One of the books you can read on how to network effectively, because all these things are platform, but it boils down to the individual, is the book written by Dale Carnegie. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Very powerful book. I will encourage you, if you don't have a copy, please go to get a copy and read that book. I will rush quickly on this, but if you can see my screen, on the right side, there's a book, Never Eat Alone, again, talking about networking. So there are books that can help you to network effectively. But you see that at the end, summary of everything is that networking is about mutual benefits. So the core philosophy is that genuine networking is not transactional. You're not only asking for favors, okay? Think of ways to always benefit the other person that you are networking with. And I can tell you have ways. It may not be financial, you may not have positional power, but you have mouth, you have phone, you can send nice text message, you can appreciate people for what they've done. Those courtesies are things that people may find very interesting if you start doing them, and you will be top of their minds. Build your network before you need it. I've alluded to this. Start valuing those relationships you have now, because you don't know how you'll need them tomorrow. The power of authenticity. Be authentic, be real, let people know. Don't put up a facade. Don't try to be who you are not. Be real, be open, and of course constant follow-up. Keep engaging the people. I will move then on my right, rather, on the screen. These are some societies you can join while you're in the university. I want to just quickly show you some of them. I believe you can still see my screen. For example, ISEC. This society is about leadership for young people. So it aims to develop the leadership capabilities of young people. So you can join. There are many more, like Enactus. I told you about Enactus. The same thing. Young leaders, curated for young people. Then if you are into tech, we have the Google Developer Student Clubs. So you meet a lot of people. If you join the societies, I can guarantee you, when you are whether you're working in the office or doing your personal business, the difference will be clear. Because some of these qualities you need to survive in life, you would have built them just by being part of some of these networks. Okay. Let me quickly go back. Okay. I don't know if there are any reactions quickly or questions before I move on. Okay. All right. So that said, for networking, I believe we've taken one or two things out of it. Internship opportunities. I mean, we have a lot. We have a lot of internship opportunities in Nigeria. What I've noticed, why a lot of people don't take advantage of it, is sometimes we put the cart before the horse. So you see young professionals, they are thinking about the amount of money they will get first, rather than think about development. So that's one of the issues I've seen why people don't take advantage of internship. But internship is really very important. I know they are short term, they are not permanent work, but actually they are offered to help you build your professional skills. You're coming from the universities, unfortunately, especially most universities, not just in Nigeria, most of the things you'll be taught in the classroom, they are not quite translatable, when you get to the field. So internship is an opportunity where you really bridge that gap between the academia and the field. And I can tell you there are so many opportunities. Some of the benefits have kind of itemized some of the benefits. You develop essential skills, you enhance your employability, you have access to career exploration and clarity. You also have access to networking and having mentors. I know in my office currently, most of the interns, they usually don't just end up leaving even after their internship, because internship is one of the best opportunities to go into some of these big organizations. If you work with the people and you show a level of team spirit, you're able to do your job well, chances are that the people you're working with will retain you. So internship opportunities, they are out there, very critical. There are two types, basically, two types of internship. We have what we call postgraduate internship and pre-graduate internship. That means before you graduate, you can have internship opportunities. And the good thing is most companies in Nigeria, they offer both. So whether you're an undergraduate or you're a recent graduate, chances are you will likely see an opportunity for internship. So I've given an example of some of the companies that offer internship. I know personally, because I'm in the oil and gas, I know that a lot of these companies, they have internship positions, and many more. In fact, in Nigeria, almost all the industries offer internship opportunity. So the way to do it is to how you would check or how you know. Very easy. Many of us have phones. Go to online job portals. I remember then when I was out of the university, I was like sleeping on Nairaland. Of course, Nairaland has a lot of sections, so I just focus on the one that has to do with jobs. And I can tell you, I got a lot of, leads just being on Nairaland job portal. I had a lot of leads. I went to a lot of interviews, even though most of them I didn't get. But you see, as I went to those interviews, the next interview prepared me better for the next one. So that when I was going to the next, I already knew the kind of questions, I already knew how to answer and all that. So it made me more successful in my job hunting pursuit. Another thing I did is I went to companies' pages. And you can do that. If you go to company pages today, you can register on their career sites. Even though if they don't have a job for you today, you can register and they will be sending you updates when jobs come out. So that's very important. Please, if you're a recent graduate and you're looking to work in an organization, I will encourage you to do this. Go to the preferred organization. Just go to those organizations, their website, go to their career page, register, because I can tell you when a job comes out, they will give you the updates. So you don't have to, miss out on any opportunity. Also, networking, like we've mentioned from the beginning, is another great opportunity to learn. And I can show you there is currently an opportunity that came out. And the reason I know about this one is because of my network, because of somebody I have on my network. So I saw that he shared it, and I'm going to share it here also. It's currently open. So if you fall into this category, you have the opportunity to apply. And tech hubs, local startups, you can find internship opportunities there. Now, this is just an example of some of the company pages. You can see KPMG has internship program. They do that every year. I started in KPMG. KPMG, for those of us that don't know, is one of the big 4 financial companies. Nobody that goes through KPMG that will not excel in the workplace. KPMG is a very good starter, for your career. It's a professional organization, so they will teach you some of those company etiquettes. You can go out and present yourself very well. So I will encourage you, if you're a recent graduate or whether you're a student, just check out this website and see if you can apply for any internship opportunity. Like I mentioned, currently the one on the top left of my screen is for a company called APM Terminals. As it is now, currently, they have a position that is opened for, internship fresh graduate programs. And it has been open since October 2nd. It will end October 20th. So please, if you're in that category, as we are done today, just go to your phone or to your laptop, type in APM Terminals, go to their career page. They are currently recruiting for, recent graduate and internship positions. So you can find that. I think that is all I have here. Was hoping that with these few points of mine, you've taken some things out that you can apply. And of course, I will always be available if there are questions or someone would like to, know some other areas better.